Hello friend, I hope you are doing well. I'm so excited because today is the day. Today is the day that we're adding Walter to the 5-gallon tank, his forever home. So I'm going to just do a really quick walkthrough since it's been a couple weeks since I set it up and just show you everything that's been growing and how it looks now. And then we're just going to go ahead and add in Walter, so it won't be a super long video, but I'm so glad that you decided to tune in because I'm really excited to see what he thinks. So let's get going. Here is the tank. It has started to grow out really nicely. I'm super happy with everything. I went ahead and attached some Anubis to the wood using a little string, and I'm so glad you really can't see it. I used a green that would blend in with everything. But everything seems to be doing really well. There's new growth. Right here, this plant has new growth. The plant down there, every plant has new leaves, so I know that they're doing well. I'm also really happy that the Bucephalandra seems to be doing well. You can see a new little leaf right over there, and I believe that one has one as well, but it's so tiny it's hard to tell. I do know that this one right here does, and forgive me because I do not know the names to all these plants. The ones I do know I would tell you, but this little one here, it looks like clover. That's a new leaf right there. I actually cut that. I just took it as a completely different cutting off of the main one right here, which is putting out a lot of new leaves. You can see a tiny one back there, some big ones up here. It's doing super well. The Amazon sword is doing well. It's filling up the back, which I love. It's just what I needed. I added some floaters, and they seem to be pretty happy too. I'm just glad that the water is clean and clear. There was definitely a big influx of copepods and just all little critters that you get when your tank is cycling, but I think that is because I put the old sponge filter back there. It's actually from my 10-gallon. I know in the beginning of the last video that I made, I had mentioned that I put a new one in, but I actually decided to put the new one in that tank since it was established and put the old one in here so we could cycle it faster. So when I tested the water parameters today, it was good. It looked good. And obviously I'll keep watching it, but it's been a couple weeks and I think we're all right. I think there is a good bit of beneficial bacteria obviously in that filter already, and hopefully they've started to get into the substrate as well. But everything seems to be doing really well, and I won't be adding a big bio load. It will just be Walter, so it will be easy to watch him and make sure everything is going well. Also, in addition, I did test this water today, the parameters and the parameters in his temporary tank, and they both match. I think the pH was off slightly, it's just different, but everything else was the same. There weren't any nitrates, nitrites, there wasn't any ammonia either, so it should be really good. He shouldn't be shocked or anything when I add him, but I will still kind of go through the standard acclimation process. I'll scoop him up in the little cup I got him in, and I'll float him here, and then I'll just drip acclimate him. So I'll take some of the water out of the cup, and then I'll put the water from here into the cup, and I'll do that a little bit. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do, and just get him used to it so that I can add him and just watch him for the rest of the day, monitor how he behaves, and make sure that he's happy. He is definitely more outgoing than he was when I got him. He's so happy. He's doing really well. I think he's made 5 or 6 individual bubble nests since I got him, so he's definitely doing well. But here's the cup that he came in, and I'm just going to scoop him up as well as I can. The surface, the biofilm is pretty bad, but because he's been creating bubble nests, I just didn't have the heart to turn the air stone back on and destroy it. So I'm going to lure him up here, my little finger, and I'm just gonna scoop him up. Just kind of a real simple little scoopy. Try not to, stress him out or anything. And then, here he is. All right, now we're going to carry him over to the tank. Come on, buddy. He is definitely used to his tank. Look at this, bud. This is your forever tank, dude. All right, let's get him floating so we can get him in there as soon as possible. What are you doing? Are you kidding me? but he's calmed down. He's kind of looking around, so I think he's gonna like it when we can get him in there. But let's go ahead and drip acclimate him so we can get him in there as soon as possible. That's good. I think most of the water in there now is water from the main tank, so we can go ahead and add him in. He's definitely excited to get in there. He's been swimming around nonstop, and I'm sure he's anxious to build another nest in his new home, so let's just go ahead and get him in there. Definitely loves it. He's just zooming around. He's already tried to pick off a couple snails, so he's probably going to be little snail eater just like Alexander is, which I'm totally fine with. He can pick off the babies and keep there from being an infestation. But he is happy. He's figuring out where all the corners are, where everything is. He's zipping around and figuring it all out. And he finally has a tank big enough to allow him to get all that energy out. I think he's probably one of the most energetic bettas I've ever had. He's zipping around, looking at everything. He's a happy boy, and I cannot wait to watch his transformation even further. And I'm excited to see when he'll start building his first bubble nest in his new home. But right now, he is just so excited. He cannot zip around fast enough. Look at him go. All right, friend, while Walter zooms around and tries to eat literally everything in the tank, I just wanted to thank you for tuning in. Thank you for, if you've been here for a while, for sticking around with the channel. I'm so excited. A lot is to come. My ebook is in the works, but things are coming together and it's looking so good, and I'm really excited to see what the future holds. Walter is so happy, and I'm excited to see him continue to color up. But until then, I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you soon.